12 powerful signs a woman is physically attracted to you. Psychology of female desire. Psychology tricks. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. CG, young attraction, can feel like a hidden current pulling two people together, but it isn't magic. It shows up in patterns, micro-expressions, posture, tone, and timing that psychology and biology have been matching for decades. Most women won't announce desire outright. Instead, interest leaks through pace of speech, where her eyes rest, how close she stands, and the ease of her smile. These signals aren't random. They're deeply human, shaped by instinct, experience, and context. In the pages ahead, we'll unpack 12 clear, observable signs that a woman is physically attracted to you. Think of them as a language of connection cues that, when they cluster and stay consistent, point to curiosity, trust, and chemistry. Read them with respect. Look for patterns rather than single moments. And remember, the goal isn't certainty, it's conversation and mutual comfort. 1. The lip bite, the primal signal of desire. When a woman bites her lip, even just a quick, almost imperceptible nibble, that's not a random flicker of motion. That's female psychology at work, an ancient and instinctive form of communication that speaks louder than any words ever could. It's one of the oldest psychology tricks in the book. But here's the catch: she doesn't even realize she's doing it the moment her teeth catch that soft curve of her lower lip. Something raw and magnetic happens. Her body is expressing what her mind hasn't yet said out loud. She's drawn to, you don't miss that cue. Don't overanalyze it either. Attraction isn't logical, it's primal. It's nature whispering through body language, bypassing all that polite small talk and going straight for chemistry. Think about it. The lips are one of the most sensual zones on the human body. They're designed to capture attention, to invite curiosity, to tempt. When she bites or moistens them in your presence, she's unconsciously directing your focus exactly where she wants it. That subtle move says, I'm thinking something. I'm not ready to say out loud. Yet that's not anxiety, that's interest with intent. You must pay attention, because that tiny gesture can reveal volumes about what's running beneath the surface. Now, don't assume every woman who does it is ready to leap into your arms. Be smart. Be aware the key is context. When she's laughing with you, leaning closer, making eye contact, and then does that little lip bite. That's not just coincidence, that's the moment female psychology plays its most beautiful card. It's the brain's way of letting attraction slip into the open without a word. You can almost feel the spark in the air. That electric moment where desire starts to hum between two people. Here's what you need to remember. Body language doesn't lie. A woman can control her words, but not her instincts. And when those instincts show themselves through subtle gestures, like the lip bite, it's your job to recognize them, not dismiss them. That's the real art of connection, the secret sauce in how to fall in love. Don't just look, see, don't just hear, feel. This isn't about tricks or games, it's about reading the signs. Nature designed to lead two people closer. The lip bite isn't a move, it's a message, raw, instinctive, and deeply human. Understand it and you'll unlock one of the most powerful psychology tricks in attraction. 2. The mesmerizing gaze, eyes that speak desire. Picture this, you're mid-conversation, and suddenly, time just halts. Her eyes lock onto yours, not casually, not accidentally, but with purpose. In that instant, it feels like the world melts away. It's not just a glance, it's gravity. You're pulled in and you feel it. That, my friend, is not coincidence. That's attraction, silent, electric, undeniable when a woman is drawn to you. Her eyes become the loudest voice in the room. Psychology calls it prolonged mutual gaze. But let's be real, it's pure chemistry. Her pupils may widen without her even realizing it. That's biology whispering. I like what I see, and it's not just how long she looks. It's how deep. There's a certain intensity, a warmth in her eyes that says, "You've got my attention." Maybe you catch her gaze across a crowded room. Maybe it's during a quiet talk over coffee. Either way, if her eyes hold yours and neither of you looks away, that's not politeness. That's desire in motion. Here's the truth. Science proves that deep eye contact releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. That's why your heartbeat speeds up, why your breath catches, why you suddenly feel more connected than you logically should. It's your body responding to raw attraction. Don't overthink it. Don't dismiss it as imagination. That gaze, it's her body's secret language, and you'd better learn to read it. Be the high-volume man who notices these signs without acting. Desperate confidence isn't about chasing. It's about recognizing energy and holding your ground. A man who radiates masculine energy doesn't flinch under her gaze. He meets it steady and calm. That's how you attract women, not by words, not by tricks, but by presence, by being unshakable in your own skin. So next time you catch that magnetic eye contact, that lingering soul-tugging stare, remember, it's not random, it's chemistry, it's biology, it's human nature, revealing itself in the subtlest of ways. And when it happens, don't break the spell. Hold her gaze, smile. Let your eyes say, "I see you too," because that's the moment she knows you're not just another man in the room, you're the one who gets it. 3. Verbal mirroring, the synchrony of minds. When a woman starts to echo your words, your tone, even your rhythm of speech, pay attention. That is not coincidence. That is connection. Psychologists call it verbal mirroring, the synchronicity of minds. It's the subtle, subconscious act of aligning with someone you're drawn to, when she mirrors your language, when she picks up your slang or laughs in sync with you. It's her brain's quiet confession. I like your energy. I want to be in your world. As Carl Jung once said, the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. This is that reaction in motion. The invisible chemistry of attraction at work, you must understand. This isn't flattery, it's instinct. Her subconscious is reaching toward you, building rapport through rhythm, creating a shared reality where both of you move, as one that is synchronicity, that is connection, that is power in modern life, where most communication is shallow and rushed. Verbal mirroring stands out like gold among dust. You can feel it in her tone, her timing, her laughter that lands right after yours. It's a dance of dialogue, and if you are alert, you will see it for what it is. A signal of interest. Don't dismiss it. Don't get lost in confusion. Recognize it. Respond with strength. Speak with purpose. Lead the rhythm. Because when a woman mirrors you, she's telling you she's aligned not just in words, but in energy. Remember what Marcus Aurelius taught in old Stoic wisdom. The soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts. Her mind is dyeing itself with yours. That is no accident. That is synchronicity in its purest form. In a world full of distractions, men must learn to read the subtle codes of attraction. Verbal mirroring is not just about words. It's about emotional alignment, about feeling that someone gets you without explanation when you notice it. Stay composed. Keep your eye and mind steady. Don't rush. Don't overanalyze. Don't chase. Let the stoicism win. Let presence be a power. A true man of wisdom doesn't react. He observes, understands, and then acts with precision. Women are naturally drawn to emotional intelligence, wrapped in calm authority. That's what stoic power looks like. That's what control feels like. Let's be clear. Attraction is not chaos. It's communication through psychology. It's nature's language spoken between two aware beings. So when she reflects your words back to you, that's not mimicry, it's connection. It's the same ancient instinct that's drawn human beings together. Since time began, don't underestimate it. Own it. Let your awareness sharpen, your confidence rise, your presence deepen as epic. Tatus said, "No, man is free who is not master of himself. You must master your reactions, master your emotions, master your words when you do. You command not only her attention, but the entire dynamic between you. That's the real Stoicism win. Not emotional coldness, but calm control." So remember, this verbal mirroring is one of the 12 powerful signs of attraction, but it's also a mirror for you. It reflects who you are, what energy you project, and whether you stand as a man of purpose or drift as one seeking approval. Don't just notice her mirroring. Earn it, become the man worth sinking with. Speak with strength. Live with discipline and carry the calm of the iron mind wherever you go. That's how you lead. That's how you attract. That's how you win with old Stoic wisdom, guiding your heart and modern mastery, shaping your every move. If you found this valuable, give it a like, drop a comment, and share it with someone who needs to understand the psychology of attraction. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights into human behavior and relationships. Comment to remember. Positive affirmation speech. Balloon, I naturally attract genuine connection. 4. Hair, touching, the feminine display. Don't underestimate what her fingers are saying when they find their way into her hair when a woman twirls a strand or sweeps it off her shoulder while locking eyes with you. That's not random. It's instinct. Her body is using one of the oldest psychology tricks in the book, a subconscious showcase of femininity and desire. Be smart enough to notice she's not just fixing her hair. She's putting on a silent performance. One meant for your eyes. Alone, female psychology works in whispers, not shouts, that gentle twist of her hair. That's her body's coded way of saying you've sparked something in me. And when her hand lingers, brushing her neck, tracing her collarbone, pay attention. That's vulnerability, laced with allure, innocence, tangled with temptation. It's not just sensual, it's strategy. You see, psychologists confirm that when attraction ignites, these gestures increase naturally. They calm her nerves, but they also pull your gaze to her most feminine features. That is the secret rhythm of how to fall in love. Without either of you realizing it's happening, don't be blind to these signs. The observant, when she plays with her hair, she's balancing control and surrender. Her touch is both a comfort and a signal, a message hidden inside motion. The logic of female psychology runs deep when interest blooms. Her gestures speak before her words ever do. She's drawing attention not through words, but through movement, subtle yet magnetic. It's primal communication as old as attraction itself, when she tucks her hair behind her ear while smiling at you. It's not just charm, it's chemistry, and chemistry, my friend, doesn't lie. Be bold enough to decode it. Don't dismiss that twirl or that playful flip as nothing. Be aware, be intentional. She's not consciously calculating. She's simply responding to the quiet pull of desire. That's how the mind and body dance together in attraction. The psychology tricks hidden in her gestures aren't manipulation. They're revelation. They expose the truth. Her words may never confess. Watch the way her hair moves when she's near you. It's not about style, it's about signal. Her subconscious is doing the talking, telling you she's engaged, intrigued, maybe even enchanted. So the next time you catch her fingers looping through those strands, don't just see it, feel it. That's her unspoken confession wrapped in grace. Be sharp enough to sense it, steady enough to hold her gaze, and confident enough to respond with quiet strength. Because attraction isn't always loud. It's often soft, delicate, and deeply psychological. Learn the language of her gestures, and you'll unlock the hidden art of how to fall in love, not through words, but through awareness. Don't ignore the signs. Her body speaks the truth long before her lips ever dare to. 5. Gentle touches, closing the distance. Ever felt her hand brush against yours just once, but enough to leave a spark? Maybe she gives you that playful nudge when she laughs, and it feels like more than a joke. Don't overthink it. Don't downplay it. These aren't accidents a woman's touch. However, brief speaks louder than her words. It's one of the purest signals of desire, her subconscious stepping closer before her words ever dare. It's how attraction moves from imagination to something real, that light touch on your arm, the friendly pat on your shoulder, the hand that lingers just a second too long. That's not random. That's her testing comfort and chemistry. She's silently asking, do you feel it too? Psychologists say touch is the bridge between emotional and physical intimacy. It's the invisible thread that connects curiosity to closeness. When a woman initiates physical contact, even casually, she's crossing from social safety to sensual exploration. That's not just friendly, that's intent wrapped in softness. And here's the truth. She's watching how you respond. Do you lean in? Do you freeze? Do you act like it means nothing? Don't miss the signal. A high-value man knows that attraction isn't built on words alone. It's felt. It's the unspoken dance of masculine energy and feminine curiosity when she reaches out to close that gap. She's drawn to something in you. Confidence, presence, warmth. Be aware of. That remember, women are intuitive. They don't touch what doesn't attract them. That light brush of her fingers is a test wrapped in tenderness. It's her way of saying, I trust you enough to come closer. Be calm, be grounded. That's the masculine energy she's seeking. The quiet power that makes her feel safe to lean in. Don't jump or joke your way out of the moment. Hold your space. Let the silence speak for you. Because when a woman lets her hand linger on yours, even for a heartbeat, it's not coincidence. It's chemistry, and chemistry is sacred. It's where the mind, the body, and the heart align in one instant. So next time her hand grazes yours, don't dismiss it. Don't rationalize it away. Recognize it. That is attraction in motion. That is the bridge being built. And that is your moment to meet her energy, to match her presence, and to show her you are the high-value man she was hoping to find. 6. Leaning in, the body's way of saying, I want you closer. When a woman tilts her body toward you, closes the space between your worlds, that's not mere politeness, that's desire wrapped in movement. Her body speaks the ancient language of connection long before her words can catch up. The lean isn't about hearing you better. It's about wanting to feel your presence closer. It's instinct, primal and pure. The body never lies, said Martha Graham. And she was right. You must learn to see what is unsaid when she leans in. It's not coincidence. It's the psychology of female desire. Unfolding right before your eyes, don't ignore it. Don't second guess it. That slight lean forward is her unconscious saying, I trust you in that moment. Her body has already made a decision. Her mind is still testing. Recognize it, respect it, respond with confidence, not arrogance. That's how connection begins with awareness. Old Stoic wisdom teaches us that perception is power and control of perception is mastery. A Stoicism win starts with knowing what's real, not what you wish to be real. An iron mind doesn't chase validation. It reads signals with calm precision. Notice the lean, the narrowing of distance, the shift of energy that is the dance of attraction. Don't lean back into insecurity, lean forward into awareness. Every inch she closes is a victory of connection. A quiet declaration that you've stirred something genuine in modern life, where distractions dilute attention when someone chooses to focus on you. It's gold. Pay attention to the small details. Confidence is built not on guessing, but on reading truth in motion. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts. Think strength, act strength, attract strength. When you master reading attraction, you master yourself. That is the true essence of Stoic control. not emotionless, but emotionally disciplined. Don't rush, don't react. Observe, let her lean in. Let her bridge the distance. Let her reveal what her body already knows. Your job is to stay grounded, to carry an iron mind that neither overanalyzes nor underestimates. Remember, attraction is energy exchange. The lean is her invitation to connection, not conquest, in today's world of fleeting texts and digital noise. Physical signals carry deeper weight. Don't waste it. Learn to see beyond words. Let's call it modern stoicism. Control your interpretation, own your reactions, win through awareness. You must hold stillness like a weapon, confidence like armor, because the man who masters the subtleties of desire is the man who never needs to ask. Is she into me? He already knows that is old. Stoic wisdom in motion. That is how you build an iron mind and a magnetic presence. Watch closely, stand tall when she leans in. The universe is whispering, you've already won, if you find today's content useful to you. Don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us, or simply comment. Very cool. It's a great encouragement for our channel makers. Thank you very much, 7. Genuine laughter, the sound of connection. Don't underestimate a woman's laughter. It's not just noise. It's a revelation when she laughs at your jokes, even the ones that don't deserve applause. Something far deeper is happening that isn't politeness. That's chemistry at work. It's one of those hidden psychology tricks nature plays on us. The mind responding to attraction before the words ever do. In female psychology, laughter isn't merely a reaction to humor. It's a reflex of desire. A soft and instinctive yes, whispered through the rhythm of her breath. That's when your presence shifts her energy, when the air between you lightens, when her smile turns from social to soulful. You see laughter releases dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical. That's not a coincidence. That's biology coded with purpose. When she's laughing with you, she's feeling pleasure because of you. Don't ignore that. Be alert. Be aware, because that moment is where attraction starts to build its secret foundation. This is one of those subtle psychology tricks that makes learning how to fall in love as much a science as it is an art. Her laughter is telling you, I feel good near you. It's her body's way of lowering the armor, inviting connection, showing comfort without saying a word. That genuine laugh isn't about how funny you are. It's about how safe she feels. Don't mistake it for courtesy. Be smart enough to hear the music beneath the sound when her laughter rings out naturally, shoulders relaxed, eyes shining. She's not performing, she's revealing, she's showing trust. Attraction isn't built in the mind alone. It's born in the gut, in those small, spontaneous moments when she lets go of control and simply reacts. That's the magic zone of female psychology, where emotion and chemistry fuse and the heart whispers before the brain can interrupt. Be observant, don't rush, don't try too hard to be funny, be genuine instead. Women can feel when humor comes from authenticity. That's what pulls them in. Forced jokes fall flat. Real energy draws them closer. Humor is not the bait. It's the bridge and laughter that's the sound of that bridge being built between two people who might just be falling for each other. When she laughs, you're not only in her line of sight, you're in her emotional orbit. That's powerful, that's real. So the next time she laughs at something small, you say, watch her body language. Notice how her eyes linger, how her voice softens after. That's not coincidence, it's connection. That's one of the oldest psychology tricks written in the language of desire. Remember, attraction doesn't shout, it sparkles. It hides in gestures and glances, in laughter that feels like music. Be the man who listens between the lines. Don't chase validation. Read vibration when a woman laughs freely around you, when her whole body joins in. That's not just joy, that's the how to fall in love moment in disguise. That's the sound of chemistry turning into connection, and connection turning into something that just might change the way she looks at you forever. 8. looking her best, the effort of attraction. Ever noticed her suddenly running her fingers through her hair, fixing her outfit, or sneaking a glance at her reflection the moment you appear? That's not vanity, that's attraction in motion. When a woman is physically drawn to a man, she instinctively wants to look her best in his presence. It's not about showing off, it's about signaling value. Her subconscious is whispering, "Your attention matters to me." This is female psychology at play, subtle, graceful, and powerfully revealing. Even the tiniest gestures, a soft tuck of hair behind her ear, a quick adjustment of her top, a swipe of lip gloss are her way of curating herself for your eyes. These aren't random moves, they're signs of emotional investment. When a woman does this, she's not only presenting herself, she's inviting your masculine energy to meet her. Halfway, don't overlook these cues, the observant. That's what a high-value man does. He doesn't ignore the language of attraction. He reads it fluently, the psychology behind her effort. Think about it. When you like someone, don't you straighten your shoulders, check your reflection, or adjust your shirt before walking toward them. Attraction makes us want to be our best version for women. This instinct often takes form through appearance, not out of insecurity, but because it's one of the oldest nonverbal languages of human connection. Her subtle efforts say, "I value how you see me," and that matters more than words. This is where most men miss the signal. They assume she's just being girly, or fixing herself wrong, she's responding to you. It's your presence that triggered that spark of awareness. That self-adjusting dance of desire, recognize it. Because if you don't, someone else will. What you should do when you catch her, making those tiny adjustments, don't stay silent. Compliment her. Genuinely say something simple, confident and warm, like "You look great today." That's not just flattery, that's acknowledgement. You're telling her, "I see you. I appreciate your effort." And that validation, direct, masculine, grounded, will amplify her attraction. Remember, women respond to presence. If you bring that steady, calm, masculine energy, the kind that doesn't chase but commands respect, you'll naturally attract women without forcing anything. Be intentional, be aware, don't play the blind fool who misses obvious signs because he's too cool to notice. Confidence isn't detachment, it's engagement with control. Picture this, you walk into a coffee shop. She's sitting there seemingly lost in her phone the moment she spots you. She straightens up, adjusts her hair, maybe recrosses her legs. She smiles slightly. That's not coincidence. That's instinct. She's tuned into you, your energy shifted the atmosphere. A high-value man would notice that, not to feed his ego, but to appreciate the feminine art of subtle communication. He knows that attraction isn't loud. It's quiet. It's nuanced. It's real, the bottom line. Don't dismiss her efforts as small or meaningless in the psychology of female desire. Those little actions speak volumes. They're her way of saying, "I want to be seen by you. Be the kind of man who notices. Be the man who respects her effort. Be the man who knows how to respond, not with arrogance, but with presence. Because when you carry masculine energy with confidence and awareness, you naturally attract women who value your attention. And when she's looking her best around, you trust me, she's already telling you everything you need to know. 9. Close proximity. The magnetic pull. When a woman is drawn to you, distance collapses like gravity, obeying a stronger force. She just ends up near you. That's not coincidence. It's biology, psychology, and raw attraction wrapped into one magnetic impulse. "We are all born for love," said Euripides. "It is the principle of existence and its only end when she chooses the seat next to you. When she leans your way in a crowd, when her body subtly angles toward yours. She's not calculating, she's revealing. You must understand this. Attraction isn't always spoken, it's shown the closer she gets, the louder her silence speaks. Don't dismiss it as chance, don't rationalize it away, recognize it, respect it, and stay centered. Old Stoic wisdom teaches a man must master himself. Before he can master the moment, you must hold your ground with the calm strength of stoicism. Win with an iron mind that never wavers under desire's heat when she moves closer. That's her energy meeting yours. She feels safe, drawn, curious, and if you carry yourself with quiet power, she'll feel it more intensely. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, the soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts. So think like a king, stand like a mountain, and let your presence speak volumes. Don't chase, attract. Don't fidget, command. Don't lean in. Let her step into your space. That's masculine gravity, the unseen pull of confidence and composure in today's world of distractions, where men scroll instead of seeing and talk instead of observing. Your awareness is your edge. Notice how she closes the gap. Notice her body language, her eyes, her proximity. The modern man must combine primal instinct with emotional intelligence. That's how you win in relationships and in life. Remember, attraction thrives on polarity. She's drawn not just to your looks, but to your energy, your decisiveness, your focus, your stillness. Old Stoic wisdom again reminds us, emotion without control is chaos, but emotion mastered is power. That's what it means to live with an iron mind, to feel everything, yet remain unshaken when she's close. Your task isn't to act meaty, but to stay centered in your purpose. Let her feel your grounded energy. Let her feel that you are not swayed by momentary thrills, but anchored in your own strength. That's what makes a man irresistible. Not the words he says, but the calm authority he carries. You must understand that attraction is not pursuit. It's presence. Don't be the man chasing validation. Be the man she gravitates toward. That is control, that is mastery, that is stoicism. Win every time she steps closer. See it as life, reminding you that power attracts not, pleads in the end. Proximity is not about inches. It's about energy, so own your space, rule your emotions, and let the magnetic pull of genuine masculine presence do what words never could. If you recognize that magnetic pull, that instinctive closeness you're already seeing. The signs most men miss. Comment with conviction. I can feel the pull and I understand the signal. 10. Undivided attention. Her focus is on you. Her focus is on you. When a woman gives you undivided attention, don't mistake it for casual politeness. It's a thunderbolt of female psychology at work. Attention is currency, and when she spends it on you, she's investing more than just time. She's investing curiosity, emotion, and desire. Watch her eyes. They don't wander. They anchor her phone, forgotten. Her posture leans slightly forward. Her head tilts just enough to signal. She's attuned, and her breathing syncs subtly with yours. That's not random. That's chemistry doing its dance. One of those invisible psychology tricks. Nature designed to make connection feel magnetic when she's genuinely drawn to you. Her mind enters what psychologists call selective focus. The noise of the world fades, her senses sharpen, and suddenly your words carry weight. Be sharp enough to recognize it. Don't downplay it. Be aware that this isn't just interest, it's emotional alignment. Her brain in those moments releases oxytocin, a hormone that deepens attention and amplifies emotional memory. That means you're not just talking, you're imprinting every gesture, every smile, every little spark of wit. You drop. She'll remember it more vividly than you can imagine. That's female psychology in motion. The art of selective fascination. Don't interrupt it with overconfidence or distraction. Be present. That is what keeps the energy alive. When you mirror her focus, when your eyes meet hers with equal depth, you're not playing a game, you're building a circuit, and that's how attraction turns into emotional electricity. Remember, women don't give their focus freely. They give it to those who make them feel safe, intrigued, and seen. Be that man. Don't multitask, don't drift, because Every second she feels unseen is a second the chemistry cools, stay grounded, stay engaged, and she'll lean in even more. It's one of those psychology tricks that flips. The dynamic attention begets attention. The more focused you are, the more she wants to match your energy. That's how you set the stage for how to fall in love. Not through flashy lines or practice charm, but through undiluted presence. Think of it this way: when her world narrows to you, when laughter flows easily, when silences feel comfortable instead of awkward. That's attraction manifesting in real time. Don't question it. Don't overanalyze. Be confident enough to let the moment breathe. The real magic of female psychology lies in the quiet moments. The ones where connection hums beneath the surface, when she's listening intently, responding thoughtfully, and losing track of time with you. It's not a coincidence. It's desire translated into focus. So don't be fooled by simplicity. Attention is never simple. It's the purest signal that you matter in her world right now. In this heartbeat, that's not just interest, that's connection, raw, unfiltered and real. Be smart enough to see it, be bold enough to meet it, and never forget in the complex science of attraction. Her undivided attention is the clearest sign that you're not just another man in the room. You're the man her instincts won't let her ignore 11. The neck and collarbone display. Subtle seduction. This one's quiet, but devastatingly powerful. It's not loud, it's not obvious, but it works. When a woman tilts her head, slightly brushes her hair to one side, or exposes her neck and collarbone while talking to you, pay attention. Don't dismiss it as a random flick of the wrist or an innocent gesture. That movement speaks in a language older than words. It's the body whispering, I trust you, I want you to notice me. You see, the neck and collarbone are delicate, vulnerable areas. They're close to the heart in the psychology of female desire. Revealing this area is a subconscious display of openness. It's not just beauty, it's biology. When she exposes her neck, she's not showing off. She's signaling safety, comfort, and attraction. And here's where the primal side of things kicks in. Long before text messages and dating apps, attraction was about instinct. When a woman reveals her throat, her body is silently saying, I feel safe in your masculine energy. That simple gesture pulls your gaze toward softness, toward femininity. It awakens the protector in a man that's no accident when she touches her necklace or traces her fingers along her collarbone. It's not fidgeting, it's choreography, an ancient dance of seduction written into her DNA. Her body is doing what words can't, inviting your attention in a subtle, magnetic way. Be alert, don't stare, but don't ignore it. Recognize the signal. A woman won't make this move around someone she doesn't feel drawn to. If you're a high-value man, you'll notice without reacting. You'll stay grounded in your confidence. You'll let her feel your calm, masculine energy, that steady presence that says, I see you and I'm not shaken by you. That's what attracts women, not desperation, not chase, but awareness, power, and restraint, remember. This attraction lives in the space between action and reaction. When she reveals that tender space between her neck and shoulder, she's showing trust. You must mirror that with composure. Don't lean in too fast. Don't break the spell. Be deliberate, be present, be that man whose energy fills the room without saying a word. Because when she brushes her hair aside and lets that soft light catch her skin, it's not just beauty, it's vulnerability wrapped in courage. It's her way of testing your energy. Will you meet it with dominance or with grace? A real high value man knows the answer. He doesn't chase validation. He embodies it. He doesn't try to attract women. He draws them in effortlessly by being unapologetically grounded in who he is. So next time she tilts her head and exposes that delicate line from ear to collarbone, understand, it's not random, it's instinctive, it's seductive, and it's one of the most powerful wordless signs of female attraction. There is be the man who sees it, be the man who understands it, Be the man who earns it. 12. The arch of attraction. The silent language of the body. There's no mystery deeper, no signal older than the instinctive curve of desire. When a woman arches her back slightly, elongates her posture, and lets her natural form speak for her, she's not acting, she's expressing attraction in its purest, most primal form. This isn't vanity, it's biology sculpted through evolution. Her body communicates before her words ever could. A subconscious invitation saying, I'm drawn to you, as Aristotle once said. The body is the soul's language. When you see it, understand it's not random, it's deliberate. It's her body revealing what her conscious mind has already decided. And if you're wise, you'll recognize it as the silent confession of attraction. Don't mistake this for mere posture. It's an instinctive act, coded deep within her DNA. She's signaling safety, desire, connection. Old Stoic wisdom tells us observe, but do not be blinded. You must read her body language with clarity, not arrogance. A man with an iron mind sees beyond surface gestures. He knows when attraction is genuine and when it's performance. This is how Stoicism wins, by mastering emotion rather than being mastered by it. Remember, in modern life, distraction is the enemy. Most men scroll past signs of interest because their attention is fractured. Don't be that man. Train your focus. Be still. Be aware. Let's be clear. Attraction today plays by the same ancient rules. It did thousands of years ago. Technology may have changed the battlefield, but biology has not. The arch of her back is not a text message. It's not an emoji. It's the original signal. Timeless, unfiltered, real. That is your cue to be present. Grounded, alert. Don't overanalyze. Don't doubt your instincts. Confidence is not arrogance. It's control, as Marcus Aurelius said. You have power over your mind, not outside events. So when you see the arch, recognize it, but don't lose composure. Let the old Stoic wisdom guide you. Acknowledge attraction, but remain unmoved by the storm of emotion. That's how Stoicism wins. You must understand attraction is not manipulation. It's nature in motion. She arches because her subconscious is speaking for her. She's not trying to seduce. She's responding to chemistry. It's your responsibility to respond with strength, not neediness. Don't chase validation. Earn respect. Remember, women are drawn, not to men who react, but to men who lead the man who commands his space, his silence, his presence. That's the man who wins, the one with the iron mind, the one who walks with purpose. Not desperation. Modern society teaches you to talk endlessly, to explain, to text, to seek approval. But the silent arch reminds us, real communication happens without words. That's old, Stoic wisdom in motion. The body doesn't lie. The body speaks truth, and you as a man must learn to see it. Not through lust, but through understanding. Because mastery isn't about taking, it's about perceiving. It's about knowing when to move forward and when to stay still. Don't rush, don't fumble. Let her signal guide you and respond with presence, not performance. So remember, the arch of attraction isn't a game. It's a moment of connection, written by nature herself. When you recognize it, stand tall, breathe deep, own your awareness in that moment. You are no longer guessing, you are seeing. Clearly that is power, that is confidence, that is control. Old Stoic wisdom, Stoicism, wins the iron mind. These are not slogans, they're strategies. Train your eyes to observe. Train your mind to interpret. Train your heart to remain steady, because when you master the psychology of attraction, you don't just understand women, you understand life itself, and that, my friend, is how a man wins. Conclusion. 12. Powerful signs. A woman is physically attracted to you. Psychology of female desire. The Stoic hub. And remember, from a playful lip bite to lingering eye contact, from laughter to proximity, every gesture tells a story. These signs aren't random quirks. They're the language of attraction, ancient, instinctive, and deeply human. Once you start noticing them, you'll realize that connection isn't built through words alone. It's written in glances, movements, and energy because, in the end, attraction isn't spoken, it's felt. So here's my advice. Don't overthink every signal. Instead, stay confident. Be present and trust what you feel when there's real chemistry. It flows naturally. You don't have to force it. Thanks for watching. My friend, stay curious, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next one.